cool.
All right. So here we are at the barn with Navarro. And the first thing, of course, in this setting, I want to demonstrate some of the stuff, how I go about assessing his head, kind of giving a feel if there's anything that's popping out at me. After I acquaint him, let's see. So I'll technically kind of go over his back of his head. I might pull the halter back a little bit, and just these balls right behind his ears, these muscle insertions, I'm just kind of feeling and rocking and getting an idea with if they're soft. And a lot of times they'll want to drop their head, or they'll want to pop their head up. Just kind of assessing, see if he seems to be enjoying that. He feels pretty good up in here, a little tighter on the right side. So
by tighter, it's firmer?
Firmer on the right side. Yeah, it's a firmer feel. And I'll come forward on his front, looking him kind of in the face, and I'm kind of right on the back of his mandible, right between with that kind of his wing is up here, kind of the back of the mandible, and I'm just kind of gonna basically shove his throat latch back and forth, trying to see if there's any reaction there, kind of where the hyoid structure, if kind of is, just a little bit to kind of feel if it's soft on either side, and this is pretty soft. And then I'm on the back of the mandible there, and I'm just gonna kind of bring my fingers in a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of slide with my fingers kind of around the inside, not much pressure, a pound or two, and I'm just gonna slide around that and see if I can get a little bit of a reaction. And a lot of times, of course, they're not on cross ties. They're on a loose rein, so they're gonna usually drop their head. And if he's not really, I'm not feeling a lot of thickness or whatever, I'm just gonna rest my hands back here and just let my fingers just kind of sink in. Just let my fingers sink in a little bit, and I'm just gonna take the pressure off my arms, let them drop a little bit, so I'm actually putting some traction right on the back of his mandible and letting that pull down. This is kind of a myofascial release move, and it's kind of pulling up through the top of his poll. And I might hold this for a minute or two. He's starting to lick and chew. His eyes softening a little bit. And with myofascial release, you're really not, you're trying not to slide on the skin, but as you have slight traction, your fingers will start to move, but they're not really sliding. And that's kind of the trick. You're soft, but you're not firm enough to where you're just sliding down. I've actually got a hold of the tissue and letting it pull, slight traction, and just holding it. And I got a pretty good response out of that. And then I'll come up here to this TMJ. It's kind of like 3 inches below the ear. There's that little bony prominence, and then right behind it is that TMJ area. And I might just pull through that a little bit on both sides. I'm doing this on both sides, using a little bit of finger pressure to see how he's going to respond. And he's closing his eyes now. And I'm just imagining I'm just pulling out of it, pulling the tissue down to unload that a little bit. Sometimes you'll get a reaction, especially like on the right side, or get out of there, and it's usually telling me there's something going on up here.
Is it usually pretty easy to tell when they're just impatient or if it hurts?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be a little bit of an irritant, and or they could be impatient, like you said. That's like as calm as he was, like he kind of pulled out. They can be either way. And coming up behind his jaw here, I'm just feeling between the wing of that atlas vertebrae, and I'm just feeling that the two sides are even. The pocket is relatively even, and it is. And I'm just kind of reinforcing with just some pressure. Sometimes I can go through and just hold the cheeks in my hands, like just putting like a soft pressure, and I'm right where my fingertips are, right at the TMJ joint, and I'm just kind of putting a slight traction down and just pulling. And so he's definitely responding to some of that. And I might hold that, I mean, I'm going a little faster than, like I normally would, but typically, oh, thank you. If there's not a lot of reaction, I'll move on to something else I can find. But it's really a great calming exercise for him. And I might just go up around his ears and just kind of, this is one of those things that I find that kind of relaxes him as well. But he'll just put his head up higher for me, right? I know, good job. So we can try that. We want to try that on the horses?
Sure. Go down. Oh, we got a different horse.
So we got to team up, yeah?
Okay, maybe I'll just take over with you.
I don't know. Oh, you're not doing it like... You're not doing it like Richard. I'm doing it like Richard did it. No. I'm not doing it like Richard did it. No. He does like his ears dry.
A lot of them do. But I'll come to yeah, you can just do that, feel up around his ears. You can, if you're on the side, you can kind of grab either side of his pole, and I just kind of wiggle it. Feel like the bulbs, those balls, yeah. And sometimes they'll want to drop their head, and I just keep kind of doing a medium light pressure and just doing some basically kneading.
And if they're doing this because they don't like you up there, just...
If they're doing that, then I don't necessarily push. I might come around and do some of the other stuff and see how they like it, or how they're reacting. If not, then I'll go into the neck, because I'm not going to force it.
See where you have your fingers.
Oh, she can come up there.
Up under here. When you first started.
So,
Over there.
So, kind of as the back of the jaw starts to come up to his neck, I know, buddy, I know. I'm just kind of like right here, and I'm squeezing in a little bit, and I'm actually just, because if that hyoid area is tight, it'll be tight in these areas here, and they'll respond a little differently. And then I'll like pulling and then just putting a slight traction and pulling down, and just letting your fingers pull forward and trying not to slide on the skin, but you're kind of grabbing the tissue, but you're just kind of hanging on to it.
Okay.
It's a little practice, takes a little, because sometimes they'll get a little antsy or what's going on over here, or unless you hit something and they're like, okay, that's good. Then after it feels better, okay, what's over there?
How do you know how close to stand so that if he flips his head up, you're not getting hit?
Yeah, I would stand whatever you're comfortable and out of his light, because I get right up in here because I use my body as kind of a block a little bit, but for you, I would probably try to stand more like this archer stance, and just stand back here so you have some leverage.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to do it. Or if he does not doing that, you can just come down and just do some massage around the back of his mandible. It's not right on the inside. That's what I'm feeling.
They come out of a crosstie over there just because they're not able to drop their heads. Just so you know, it's easier.
Is myofascial the same as facial?
And they just want to go.
Myofascial, it's the tissue versus how to treat the tissue, I guess.
She said facial, I was like...
Oh, facial? No.
No. Is myo, when you add myo to it?
Myo is muscle tissue. Fascial, myofascial. Yeah, muscle and fascia. Do you want to try?
Sure.
Yeah. You can take him off the crutches if you want. We'll hold him back.
Like I said, there's enough hands, we'll grab.
I don't want him to think that my body language is telling him that I'm scared. you know?
Yeah. Well, just pet him first.
Hey, buddy.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And you can start on this side if you want to kind of come at the pole, if he wants to.
He has a little bit of stranger danger, so this is good for him.
Yeah, okay. You're all right. Put your eyeball back.
Put your eyeballs back in your head.
Good boy.
You're making yourself very tall.
Frank is over there making himself very tall. He's all eyes on Frank.
I guess I can do one side. But just with my fingers right up in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you can do one side.
Yeah, good boy.
And then you go to the other side and feel what that feels like.
Okay.
He's licking.
Good boy. Oh, now I can maybe slip up here for a minute. No, it's too soon. It's too soon.
Because you can do on one side, you can come up
Okay.
in this TMJ area. Just do something that feels good. Kind of, and if it's not too sensitive, but it's hard to get, you know, like I'm trying to push this way if you don't,
Right.
if I'm not over here. And I like the double. Sometimes I'll get my hands wet too. I always stick my hands in the bucket of water because you get a little bit more traction. Because it's kind of hard. You feel like you're fighting yourself, trying to hang on to it and trying to. But it's just a slow. It's like you have contact, but you're not pushing really hard into it.
All right.
Good boy. I know he's a good boy.
Too bad.
How are you guys doing?
He's pretty sensitive, like, he doesn't really like when I,
Do his face too much.
yeah. There's a little better. Is that about right? Were you right behind the TMJ?
Yeah, TMJ is like right here.
Okay, okay.
Right.
So you can do it right on it, okay.
Yep. See, like for him, I would.
Too
Hey,
hard?
buddy, how you? No, I mean, so a lot of times I'll use my fingertips. It's kind of a little bit more. Good boy, Dago.
He's out to
Let me see. Come here. I'll take advantage of this,
Okay.
where I'm just kind of. He feels pretty pliable up in here.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's good you have on hard-toed shoes.
They're actually not hard, they're just leather. So,
are they?
Yeah. So, like up here,
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes that. You can get him.
come here, buddy. And they can be a little fidgety, you know, they can be a little fidgety unless you find something that's really out of whack. So I'll come up behind the jaw, just kind of a little push back, just to get an idea of what that feels like.
Okay.
I know.
Does that mean it hurts or not?
No, I mean, it's just, it can be a little sensitive, but I mean, it isn't necessarily, I mean, he feels pretty good bilaterally on both
Yeah,
sides.
I thought so too.
And if I can do something where there, that's better. Something that feels a little better. And I'm actually doing circles right below
Got it.
that area.
Gone, okay.
Yeah. You see his eye kind of like,
Better now, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And if that's all it takes, that's all it takes to create some relaxation. Okay.
Okay, so if they do that, give them a second.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of it is kind of a trick, because sometimes they'll be a little
Goofy.
ornery about it or goofy. Does he like his ear scratched? No, he doesn't like his ear scratched.
Not really.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and it's kind of, you have a short window
Yeah.
to do it. And if I come into the back of his mandible a little bit and just hold that,
Okay.
because there's a bunch of lymph nodes in there as well. And I'm just a light traction with my fingers wrapped around.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of pulling.
Gently.
It's almost like just a light traction.
Okay.
I'm just imagining my fingers sliding around the back of it, but not necessarily sliding.
Right.
Good boy.
Yeah, he feels pretty good. Good boy.
How are you guys doing?
We want to know what you feel on the top of his head.
Hi.
On his
Behind his pulse. Up here. Right there.
Beckham.
Which one's further?
Right or left?
Good boy, Beckham. I know.
Richard knows Beckham. Beckham knows Richard. And he's being very, very mouthy.
He feels, I know, come here. Come here.
Want him in cross
Go
tie?
in jail.
So for him, I'll try to come over to one. So I think he's more interested in being annoying than,
Look, you're embarrassing your mother.
I'm sure Michael's exactly the same way.
so if he comes out and my fingers are sitting down in that pocket now.
I'm gonna feel your finger there. Oh, shoot.
Here,
Okay, so-
come here. Go ahead, try it again. Do you feel that pocket open up?
Wow,
You feel it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm just gonna slowly move back and forth.
I mean, as soon as he goes down, it goes,
Yeah,
It opens right up.
how do you get him to go down?
Sometimes you can just tease them with your fingers. Try not to use treats if you don't have to.
Oh, right there.
Feel the pockets?
Yeah.
And that's that attachment there that's opened up?
yeah,
that's
Yeah. And like I said, sometimes you can, if you rest your hands up here, and they'll automatically sometimes go down, and then they'll open that up, and I'll just go in there and just rock gently back and forth, or because he's really interested in, with my hand, and getting him to stretch out like that, and then I'm right in there.
Nice.
Good boy, I know.
apparently the hand lotion you use is really on pizza.
And then essentially, if some of them like their ear scratch, if that's something to make them feel good, it helps. Maybe then they'll be a little bit more tolerant. Because you get up around here, it can be a little sensitive.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like a problem, but it can be sensitive. And I'm just going to do, I'm just doing some finger.
Okay.
That's what we were doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was pressing.
Yeah, I mean, just enough to create some contact.
Okay, and I wasn't that far down, so.
Yeah, but it's kind of like this whole mandible, this whole jaw area, that muscle, that masseter muscle there, all the fibers that come down.
Okay.
But if he likes it all scratched like that, and then I'll come up a little higher. Oop, get on my microphone.
Gonna be a lot of breathing.
Sometimes I like it a little harder, a little bit, because the tickly, sometimes it gets, it's too tickly. He likes it a little harder.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
So, and that's kind of things you just have to experiment.
Yeah, figure out the horse.
With your horse, but those little pockets, when they can open up like that, and he's great because he'll respond to that, and you can really feel him. Do you want to feel him in there? Did you feel already?
What is Tango think about all this?
Like spread your fingers open a little bit. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of rolling up into behind that occiput area there.
Not too far back. Yeah, I feel that.
And then where you feel that bone, you just kind of slide back into that hole. And that's what I just kind of do this, back and forth. Good boy. All right. How are you guys doing? And there's another way to get this, if he wants to get this pocket open. Because you can feel it when he's down like that. And I'm not pushing too hard, but just enough to where. But you can feel that, you feel the muscle come in and come out. And I'm just trying to create a
slippery.
Yeah, just basically just massaging that area to kind of desensitize it a little bit, because some of them can be really, really sensitive.
Yeah, he's pretty.
I'm just doing about like,
Okay.
and sometimes I want to be goofy. And sometimes more pressure is better, because sometimes the lighter pressure is too tickly.
Like when you have a massage.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, I like it
Me too.
stiffer than just, it's kind of creepy,
Yeah, no, it's like creepy crawling.
Right. Okay. So is there anything else from everybody kind of, and it's just practice. You just have to work with it and what feels good to you. What works for him, every horse, I can tease this one out, this other one I can, as long as you can get up there and he's not, if he's like one side he can do it and the other side's like, oh no, forget about it. And you can see the eyeball open up. That's when you kind of think about, oh yeah, there's something going on. Okay, so with the neck, let me get over here a little bit. So here is where I'll first just take basically like a cat paw, my hand. This is that brachiocephalicus that I was talking about, this big guy in here. I mean, you're gonna have some definition, but he's got a nice, crest up here. And when you come in to do this thing, if your horse is sensitive, you start up here, basically take the palm of your hand, and all I'm doing is creating the palm sliding over this muscle, contouring it. And the closer I get down here is usually where you'll see if it's really tight, because if there's those cervical attachments here can get really quivery and tight. But his is pretty. See if he'll drop his head for me. His feels pretty good. It's malleable. I'll just also shake the throat latch a little bit because you want that to be generally loose. And I might just slide using my palm and my hand. I'm just sliding through this a few times. And I don't feel really anything in there other than it feels pretty healthy to me. And then I'll just kind of come up here because you've got, this is when I should have had my chalk. So these other muscles from that serratus, the thoracic thing that brings the shoulder blade up. Here's the spine of the scapula right there. So I'll come in here and I'll just kind of pull across, just kind of assessing. I'm feeling the pushback if I'm just using my hand. I use the palm of my hand. I'm just sliding with the muscles.
If they have a problem with C2, C3, what would they show?
Generally, you'll find you'll hit a spot in here, and he doesn't really have it. But and I can feel the spot when it's not in trouble, but it'll kind of if you pull through with your fingers with some pressure, all of a sudden you'll feel it, and it'll kind of pop out at you. And I would go about working with the pressure as he responds with just some light, what I call, this is basically cross fiber friction, seeing and then if I can get a spot and just hold it. And you might have to back your pressure off a little bit, watching their expression, but he feels pretty clean through here, yeah. And the other thing is this shoulder groove right here. Getting your fingers worked in to where you can separate that neck from that.
It's kind of, look at you leaning into you now.
He likes it, he likes that.
He's like, no.
Because typically I'll get in, if this is me doing it, I'm going to take my folded hand and get in there.
Like all the way into the crevice.
And basically I'm just in between that lower cervical and my hand is folded here, but I'm pushing that, I forget the name of that muscle, but it's popping out at me. But this is where that entrapment, because that T1 is kind of like right through here.
Wow.
And it's usually when they really like. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I know.
And you bring the head towards you to do that?
He's actually bringing the head towards him. Yeah, and that's one thing. If you get in here and they start bringing the head towards you, if they don't want it, then they're going to go out and up. That they don't, it's too much. And then you may just have to, but for your portion, I'm just going to, using your fingers basically to assess, you're assessing the tissue. And I'll come along, and when you do this, you can feel a little bit of interchange in here with different muscles transverse. There's one that pops right there.
Yeah.
A little crunchy. You can feel it's almost like krrrn, krrrn, krrrn.
He likes it.
And that cat paw move is pretty good, because all I'm trying to do is break up that surface tension And then you can take that, basically I take just a loose fist, essentially. And see if I can just get my fingers. And once they start to go, I just stay right there. And as it softens, I can go a little more. Come on, you're on camera. Behave. So let's do that. Let's, this part, like I said, you can come in here and there's whatever feels more comfortable. For the biggest thing I want you to, we're just going to do some raking down, and I want you to kind of feel, see if we can feel the interchange of those muscles. Because you can kind of see them going through you can't see this way, is it? But this area here is one of the big spots. I really make sure I get opened up and loose, because it really lets that foreleg move. Okay. So we'll go ahead and try it. Want to try it?
Sure. Okay. Catherine, ready? Yeah,
let's do the other side.
Yeah, do the other side.
Come on over here.
Catherine. Come on.
Just the horse just kind of, hey buddy. Might just kind of do something that feels good for him. And
Alrighty.
good boy. This is where, if you don't have a lot of finger strength, it's going to be, it's going to be harder. But that's where the tool's going to help you.
You can build finger strength, though.
Yeah, you can, for sure.
Is it what you're calling a cat paw with this?
Exactly.
Okay.
This, because I don't have very much. My fingers get sore.
That's why I was going to show you that rubber thing, but that's similar to what...
I get the rubber thing. Yeah.
But that finger thing is going to grab the tissue more. This is kind of like...
The green one or the black one?
Either one.
Okay.
The black one. Here's the black one. Here. This would be much better.
So I was going to wait till the next thing to do this, but if you take this...
Sure, okay. Now, can you feel it as much? Because now you have a tool.
I have exactly. And typically I
never
really worked with tools because I wanted to feel what the horse had. But I want you to kind of understand, I want you to gain some hand knowledge with feel. But the tool, you can feel the give in his expression. But we'll get into this the next thing. But the biggest thing, this is what I did. So this is that brachiocephalicus, this guy here.
All right.
And you can just take your hand and slide it down. And typically, if it's going to be reactive, you're going to get some stiffness, stiffness in there. And he's got his head up, it's going to be tighter if he's got his head lower. It's going to be a little bit. His feels pretty good. So I really want you to get an idea of what the tissue feels like.
So this is good. This is a good
I got one right here
feeling.
Oh, well. Yeah. That's funny.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
And then as he moves his head around, you can get a feel for the different. How do you guys feel?
Good. That side's really great. This side I'm working on.
Okay. And you can jiggle and do exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, like he loves this one.
And that's kind of in the belly. And if this side's a little tighter, you see? And you can get in there and you're doing exactly that.
Okay.
You might be pinching a little bit and pulling and holding and raking and stripping.
Okay. Yeah, grabbing like the belly.
Yep, exactly.
So what do you think is What do you think is harder? Can I see?
The other side, she said.
Yeah, so look, see how he really gives on this side. And then the other side is a little bit less.
Yeah.
It's just not as
Yeah, it's not as much. I mean, when this thing's tight, if we probably won't have a horse here that's like that, but it can be very robust. And just kind of what I just get a feeling of that tissue, what it feels like.
Yeah.
normal.
And it's like a tonus, that normal tension tonus, and these guys feel pretty good. It gets a little tight through here because that's what that part of the serratus muscle comes through here for the thoracic sling.
Okay.
Because that's where I'm going to get in here. Because you'll feel, if you get in here,
Yeah.
That one's tighter than that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The right side typically is.
It's harder than the other, or tighter than the other.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm equating it to.
Yeah.
A lot of people, the trainers and the vets and stuff.
Yep, and they defer.
But he's liking
And like the
this.
right shoulder's usually
So
strong.
up here, you don't get in as much, like in this area.
The higher you go,
More like here that
yeah,
you're
well,
joining.
the higher you go, because that insertion is right up in here, so if it's really tight. But it's going to be, definitely going to be higher you go here. And if the head comes down, I know, buddy, I know. You see how it's kind of like referred pain that he's feeling. Good boy. Good boy, I know.
It feels good, but it's kind of bothering him a little
Yeah.
bit, which is like.
Yeah, and this side, if you push into here, and feel how that soft that is
Yeah.
in there, we'll go to the other side.
Yeah, the other side feels a little different. Doesn't it?
Can you feel the difference?
Well, he's also turned.
Turn the other way.
Going the other way.
Can you feel it's
Yeah, it's a little bit tighter.
stiffer?
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is his
That's it.
short side, like he,
Yeah, right, what do you think?
so he doesn't like to hit turning left as hard.
Yes,
Yeah,
he likes to throw his right shoulder out.
yeah.
He wants to cheat with it rather than try to, and that's kind of what, yep.
Sorry, bud.
You guys might wanna,
We'll move out of it.
I'll back up.
How are you guys doing?
We were shocked to discover this little muscle connection here.
Oh,
Right.
the pop out?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's, I forget the name of it, but and that's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
You get this guy to jump ship over there.
Oh my God, there's nothing in there.
But that's really good to have that, because on tango, it's a lot tighter over here.
Okay.
That's my hand. Yeah, I know. Okay.
He has a really long neck,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah. And see how pliable that is? Thing just kind of plops over and plops back.
He's going much further in than we did.
Yeah, well, he has stronger hands.
Well, if you, and essentially I'm just leaning.
Yeah.
I didn't say a lot about
How to do
See,
it if you're...
we could get it here, but once we got down here, it was like not as good. So you've made it easier for me.
yeah, and when his head is down, like, and towards you, it's
he
gonna,
does
it's
that,
gonna open the pocket, and a lot of, like I said, and you just take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good boy.
So this might be just in the barn, this might be easier to do in the stall before we put him in the cross tie.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He always is in the stall.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can do, in the stall, but like, when I'm gonna, like, in the cross tie, after they've cooled down, is like doing some of the work specifically with the girth and the softer tool, if they accept it. And we'll just go over some of that. There could be wet, which is fine. And then like over the saddle, with the back of the saddle.
Yeah.
And just basically opening up that, where the thing's been sitting and you're, whatever. Good boy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a horse head with
That's a good picture. Let me get that picture. That's hysterical.
Good boy. So we'll move to, we were kind of, and that neck and shoulder kind of blend into each other, so to speak. So when I get then if I start focusing on the shoulder, and I'll take my fingers, and I'm gonna just kind of get a little pokey, but here's the top of his shoulder blade here. And this is where that rhomboid sits in here. The trapezius comes across, down through here. And a lot of times, big withered horses will get this this tension. And I'm just raking in here to see what that feels like. And he's not really responding, he's not flinching. That feels pretty good. And I'm gonna come down behind the shoulder blade here a little bit. And all I'm doing is just taking my fingertips and just kind of raking around, using a little bit of finger pressure. 3 or 4 pounds.
It's like kind of strippy feeling.
Yep, and find that spine of the scapula. That spine of the scapula, it sticks up right here because that's the divider between this one and this one. So I like to find that spine, and it usually comes right to the point of the shoulder because that's right at the end of the scapula right there. And then I'll come across this. I'll do it at this angle. And I'm going to rake from that spine out. I'm just pulling that muscle forward.
That's after we've gone like almost behind the scapula.
Right. Yeah. Almost behind over here. So I'm just coming on this supraspinatus. I'm just kind of pulling that forward all the way down, and then on the back side, on the other side, I would probably be over here doing it this way. But I'm trying to stay in light for the camera. But because this is where the big belly part of it is, and then it tapers down like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just feeling for some pushback all the way down here, and he feels toned, but it's not like the other guy. You saw the other guy how he responded. And the other thing is down into the pecs, into the bicep, down in the point of the shoulder is. Sometimes if you come through here, they can be pretty irritated. The groove that comes around, there's a lot of attachments through here. Horses that are usually having some girth issues, this will be tender as well. Because those pecs will run up into the shoulder, to pull it in this way, to bring it up this way, and to pull back that way. And there's a big transition in here. And he feels pretty pliable because I'm separating. There's two bony, fleshly blobs in here. And I'm just running my fingers between them and just kind of, I know, you're doing fine. And just kind of raking in between, almost like pulling them apart. If they're two sausages that are stuck together, I'm just trying to kind of pull them apart, see how he likes that. And just that stimulation in there is a benefit. And then coming down the back, and this is where I'm gonna kind of where that girth goes, I'm gonna come down. And just could be a little sensitive because I've gotten into where you get in there and all of a sudden the back leg's coming chasing you out of there.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to just be mindful. If I come in, I always come in a little lighter. Sorry. And use some fingertips and just watch their reaction. But I'll probably be facing this way, so that way.
Nice.
And I might go all the way to the sternum. And a lot of them do that have it. And you can feel that big bump, that big pectoral, it's reaching back. But you've also got inside against that inside of that leg, those attachments in there. And that's going to use the rubber grooming tool, the looser one. I put a little Sornomore, the horse is wet, little Sornomore, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to rake back and forth. I'm going to do circles.
It's all about belly rub.
Getting that circles, getting that all innervated, getting it broken apart.
He's gonna flip over.
If I curry him on his like midline of the belly, he's like,
That's great, because some of them aren't as agreeable. Even the ones that aren't, you just go a little lighter, try to get it done, but try to not, and it just what they're tolerant for, because you just want to get in there. And I like to do this like after they've ridden and they've been washed off, and then take some of that Sornomore or whatever you want to use. And we're just doing circles, we're just going back and forth, we're this way, and then we're probably going to finish just with the way the muscle would run, the long distance way.
Where all do you use the Sornomore? Back and the...
I would use like up here where the saddle area, and then into the girth area through here. And generally this big tricep, usually it's pretty good. Usually does. Sometimes but you'll see some congestion in these muscles on the scapula. You'll see it through here. then like C2, C3, this zone in here, you see a little bit. So we want to go work on that?
Richard, is it easier for you to massage our horses when they are wet?
It does, I usually, yeah, actually.
So can you, okay, so we're gonna work on that?
Yeah, well, first we're gonna come up here and we're gonna palpate this top line of his wither here. We're just looking for some reaction. And if it's soft, you see how my fingers are sinking in there? Because some of these you get in here and it's like a rock. You can't. We're going to do that first, then we're going to try to find that spine of the scapula, and then we're going to pull, and we're going to pull this way.
So have we gone to any body parts where we use the tool that you gave us?
You're going to use it on all those parts.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we should use it on the neck.
Well, I didn't know if I should try to show you the hand stuff first. I want you to get familiar with hands.
Yeah.
And then because the tool takes away some of your sensitivity. I mean, you can just use the tool, but I was trying to give you an understanding of what they actually feels like.
Yeah, okay.
And then,
Safe places to use
yeah,
that.
so like the tool,
The neck and the, right there.
yeah. So that tool, and if it's a little wet, this is nice too. Because I can really get in here.
He says thank you. Yes.
And I'm not using a lot, and I'm getting a lot deeper than I would with my hand. And these rubber knobs, they're twisting the fascia, and like at a good spot, then I'll twist. A little bit of tension and just hold it. And then they may stop reacting like it's pushed away. And then I'll pick another spot. You can push and twist. Kind of like everything you can do, and you can go over, and it's because it's rubber. You can, you know, if you don't, like the lids, you don't do that. So the lids, you can go along here, you can go along through here, you can go along through here, and then again, if you use it on the flat part, you're pretty safe. But I like the lids for just stripping down the back, under the palm of my hand. It'll stay right there in the palm of your hand. Well, it does mine because my hands are big, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and try that.
No, come on, guys. Go ahead. Okay, good grief, come on.
A bunch of goat heads around here.
Heads, yep, got them.
Goat heads.
So we're just going to do our fingertips against this kind of evaluating in front of the shoulder blade, just looking for a reaction. Your horse is Maya, is that what it is?
Mia.
Mia.
And I can't imagine her
Doing this, yeah, that's what she was saying. I had a horse like that as well, just hypersensitive.
I think these boys are good, 'cause they like it, and they'll...
Well, it's good for you to feel something that's not in crisis or whatever, you know?
So this is coming this way?
So, yeah.
This is coming that way?
You can do whatever. Can you find that spine? Because you're just looking for that bony right there, that groove.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
You can, whatever feels comfortable for you, but essentially you're taking that spine and you're just pulling it away from the spine. So if you want to stand where I am standing, or if you want to stand over here and do it with the palm of your hand this way.
I like being able to hold this.
There's no real wrong way. Do what now?
It's okay for some of these movements to hold them on the wither so we can really...
Absolutely,
Is there
yeah.
anything we shouldn't do that with?
Holding them and doing it?
Yeah, holding them and then...
Whatever, if they're liking it, just do whatever.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because a lot of times I'll use my other hand to leverage myself.
Okay.
It's like, they did it, Bonnie, that was hard.
Let me check over here. How are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah, orthotrauma. Yeah, so.
You feel those two pockets in there?
Yes.
At least Tango's eye is softer.
Yes, he likes this.
And the biggest thing, you know, like with the head work, because they can get a little, they can be tolerant or not so tolerant, is just kind of seeing if there's some bilateral dysfunction.
And if it's the same both ways, then it's just him, yeah.
And then I'm going to work on some of this stuff, which will help this stuff.
Right. He likes all this.
He does like all this. He's like good on both this side too.
Did you poke around the wither there too?
Not on this side.
Okay.
Try the wither.
Do you want me to give you a scapular massage?
You want to take those fingertips.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, look at that. Aw.
Yeah, he likes that.
Oh, yeah.
And this is that trapezius rhomboid attachment, this, the nuchal ligament, all this, these stuff that goes up here, yeah.
Yeah, he likes that.
I would like that too.
Very good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
The girl's doing, hi guys.
Guys is fine. Beckham enjoying this one. Now he's got the hang of being a model.
What is it? I know it's me. Yes. I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God.
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, they do it all the time. But it's,
He just
I don't.
holds your hand?
Yeah, essentially.
So up here, are you pushing it this way?
Yeah, basically I'm finding that spine of the scapula right there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to push the muscle away from that attachment.
Okay.
Away from that attachment. And sometimes as the closer you get to the base, that's when you may see it, or you may see it up here like this. That other guy was, this part of it was this infraspinatus, and this was all tight through here. Same thing, you can come back through here. You can use the palm of your hand. Pushing away.
Yeah, up here you were just tapping it.
Yeah, I'm just up here squeezing around the top to see what kind of reaction. If I was getting a lot of reaction here, that means that's somebody that those top muscles and stuff that are just irritated. But even opening these things up is gonna.
So what happens if you're flat on one side and not the other, in terms of the top line?
There's an imbalance in there somewhere. Yeah, and it could, that's when you got to, he's standing fairly square, but I mean, if you know something that's mechanically dysfunctional in your horse.
Yeah. I don't know how to fix the flat part because it's all about her foot.
And if it is, that may be what you're dealing with.
Yeah, and I'm not riding her, so she's just not stupid. I just don't.
If she's not riding.
She's lost her muscle, now she has a hunter butt. She never had a hunter butt before.
And then when she lost muscle, it popped up, yeah.
Sure, can you help me with the spine and the skeleton? He needs more muscle mass.
Right there.
Right there, okay.
So if you go, here's the point of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Right here.
Ah, okay.
You feel that?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
And you can that's okay.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets hidden in here sometimes, if that muscle's but like up in here, you can feel that bony right there, that groove.
Like she'll be 6 months and be fine, and then it comes in swollen from What do you mean?
It's not all this one was in College Grove, and they have to.
Can you use this like this, because he likes this?
Yeah, we're going to be using,
Breaking fascia up?
that one's, we're going to be using this like that.
Okay, so he loves it.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Okay, cool.
The softer one I like for the girth.
Yes.
It's like this one over here. My spine, since my muscles are running down this way.
Oh. Okay, so you can use it the same way you would use your hand.
Exactly.
I thought he likes that. I thought
See his head? Yeah.
and his lips like.
Yep.
He likes that.
That's
Sensory overload at this point.
that's where, because I said this thing is just going to do what all the stuff we're doing with our hands.
With that.
We're going to use this, but I want also to get a feel of where the tissue is. Yeah.
Good boy. He liked
One
that.
more time. That last.
Me?
Of course he knows. Yeah, there you go.
And that's right at the base of the attachment, right down.
Oh, he's got the tool.
I was going to say, this makes it a little easier, but the thing is learning to, I just want you to feel what the tissue feels like. Yep. And I think if we try to, my thing is to pay more attention to that girth and stimulate it after we've ridden and stuff, I think is going to be a big help.
He's like, I'm dead now, I can't move. Sure. I mean.
Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, no, I like the belly stretch. I think bug bite right here, bud.
So now, I'm going to, the top line is the same thing we did with the wither. I'm just going to take my fingertips and I'm just going to rake down all the way out to where the you know, where the ribs kind of come around and then they flatten out. They kind of step in here. I'm just going to bring it all the way down there. And I'm feeling those different layers popping underneath my fingertips. You don't have to go fast. It's better to go slow. I like to go slow. See it pop right there? In that area right there, a lot of times you'll see a knot. That's, they're like, yeah.
So is that where you would do one of those like holding things where you hold the knot?
Yeah, it just depends on how it was presenting. I do a lot of that stuff in the neck. You'll see more of that. But this one, I keep going over and to soften it, because sometimes it can be a little, if they keep doing this number, where they keep hollowing their back, I'll work it a little differently. Cross fiber back and forth, hold it, and then I would even come up against it and just hold it, like put pressure up against it, holding it to one side, holding it to another side. You're just trying to, and then once it starts to, like it's starting to move a little bit more right there. Same thing, come all the way back, and you, right to the, kind of where the point of that hip is. Maybe down in that groove right behind the last rib right there. And just watch your pressure, because I can be a little sensitive in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't, run down too far, because until I know what I'm dealing with. And then when we're underneath here too, we can do that cat paw. I'm trying to figure out if I can get them to lift their body a little bit.
Good, he's still on all his feet.
Yeah, right.
Do what?
I couldn't get him to, because he wouldn't stand on all his feet. Become very relaxed.
So I'll do a counter stimulus. So I'll get him to lift here, and then because I got big long arms.
Right, you can do it. Yeah,
and stimulate him here.
And he's like, oh man.
And hold him for like 5 seconds.
What happened? He got you.
Hold him for 5 seconds. Let him come down. And that's great, because it brings his whole body up.
We were trying to get him to lift, and he couldn't do it.
Because even in this side, see, now he's even more apt to do it now for me. He's lifting. I'm just kind of scratching. If I come back to this spot.
Oh, now you got both.
Yeah.
And that's great. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Other ones, you try that and they're like, and my girth's hurting, something's hurting, my back might be hurting, that kind of a thing. So, and then I'll just cat paw all the way down to like these tuberous sacrales, and this is another attachment point where you can, if you get a little harder push into that, where you'll see them, sometimes they'll dive into that, because this attachment here has a lot of connections to it.
Is it like around the SI?
Yeah, those two bones, the sacral bones, come up from the sacrum, yep. And then on this side, she's a little, it just popped for me too.
Yeah, his hip moved.
See, he's not sensitive anymore either too, but he just self-adjusted. And I'm digging pretty good though, so, I mean, and then just to kind of get an idea of what if that feels like, and then I'm just following his spine all the way down to his back end. And like I said, this is when we get in this thing.
He's like swaying.
He's gonna be so relaxed.
Fall on me. Yeah.
Then I coming up against the grain.
Against the grain.
I'm going, a little fast, but this is pretty easy. I mean, you're getting a lot of traction without a lot of pressure. And I'm using my body. If you're in there trying to force it with your shoulders, you're going to wear yourself out. So I'm just kind of leaning, using your body mechanics. to come around. Up around the issue, a lot of times they'll get tight up in here, around there. Around the dock area there, and he's probably loosey-goosey right in there. These hamstrings get tight. And like I said, this can be a little sensitive, so I'm just kind of use caution. And then if I want to come down, around that stifle, I might approach it this way, just to get an idea.
Yeah.
And see what and then do maybe a cat paw scratch, and yeah, it feels pretty good. If he's not sensitive to that. But typically, I'm not going to run, I probably won't run down here with this. I'm going to keep it in the hamstrings. And once I know that his hamstrings are pretty pliable, and he's enjoying the work, and that big biceps femoris muscle comes around through here. You can feel the back side of it right there.
He's gonna sit on you.
That's why I just love this grooming tool, because it gives you a lot of great, it's just plowing the field.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, as an observer, it looks like you're putting a lot of pressure on.
He's responding though, like he's swaying back.
But I mean, I'm just,
when you, here,
Well, with him?
yeah,
Okay.
and he'll,
just tell me what how does that feel to you? Feels like you got a lot of grip and
A lot of leverage. I mean, I'm
a lot of leverage.
Weight into it.
Yeah,
so.
but you feel like you're getting in there pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does like this. He like this light.
That's a good
touch
tool for
business. He's like a light touch. Yeah.
But it also, helps them, stimulates all the hair follicles and.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the curry anyway.
Yeah, me too.
You couldn't tell that today, but.
So yeah, and then, so let's go ahead and.
Lean into you. It's so funny. Since you're back there, he was like, hey.
I'm like, what?
Let's try to get let's do that top line cat paw scratch down from the center.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, y'all.
The most relaxed horses today. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm just, how you ever feel like, but I'm gonna start at the top and just come through. Whatever you feel like you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you go first again.
Gives us a second time of looking at it. Do you make them stand square, or can they just stand how they want?
They can stand how they want. I mean, if you want to make them, they may.
Do you bring it all the way back?
Yeah, I'll bring it all the way back. And then around these, he's way over here. The center is right there, between these two super sacrals.
Okay.
You can put your hand up there. Can you feel the two sides? Because he's really, yeah.
Oh, I see, this is a spine.
Yeah. Well, that's actually those two bones coming up this way. The spine's way underneath there. It's probably 5 inches down.
Oh.
So the sacrum, it's right over the sacrum.
Okay.
So, and then I'm just gonna scratch, kind of dig in around
Because those are
these attachment points.
yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes it's easier if you're on that side to do this side,
Oh, yeah.
because you can pull up against it a little easier.
Yeah.
But he's like, whatever.
Oh, there he goes.
my arm is long enough. I can't get him to do it from the back.
Sometimes they can be a little difficult. Hey, buddy.
Bitey.
There he goes.
And I'm digging in pretty, yep.
It's hard when you're a little crooked too, dude.
And he's a little bit more, and some of them will be a little tougher customer to get him to, but that's why I can get a better pull and then go to the other side and try to do it for this side.
Pull it. Because my horse needs this.
Even if it only moves up, a centimeter or so, you're still actually engaging. And I'm trying to hold it for 5 seconds.
As well here as it does up here?
It just depends. I mean, if you can
reach.
if you can walk it, yeah. I mean,
That's better. Now he's got his butt involved.
it's already kind of automatically coming in.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it from the other side, Steve. I'll hold them.
He's a big boy, because you talked about having a big guy.
Okay, the way I get him to lift his butt is I scratch him, lift his back.
Right?
With, not with my hand, but with a curry.
Yeah. I mean, if you need to use a curry or something like that, that's fine.
We talked about putting like a hook pick back here, so you get on the,
To get him to move.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
Don't video this, Frank, you're not doing anything.
I swear. Here. Nothing. Oh, yeah.
If, you could also come in and go just from, back here and,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you know who's really good at that is Catherine and Nikki. Yeah, there we went.
and you can also,
So, Audrey showed me something back here. I don't know if she still does it.
yeah. The opposite, you're just kind of stretching that pelvis.
Push, and then he'll lean into it and release.
Yep.
And then do on the other side.
Yep. That's one that I'll do as well. Kind of grab that back of the ischium there. And I'll just kind of lean into it.
Yeah. The first time I did it, he was like, what?
It's kind of that cross-tension isometric contraction that I was talking about. And I'm holding it for 10, 15 seconds. But my elbow is like up against my body, so I'm not straining to do it.
Okay.
If I'm not here like this trying to do that.
That's a good tip.
Okay. And then, I didn't go around the point of hip too. You can take your fingers, just get an idea of if there's some tension hiding in here, which he's not hiding anything.
Okay.
He's hiding lunch.
I'm just all 4 patients and discharging on them. Oh, yeah. It's almost there, yeah. Are you still working?
The other thing I didn't show you is around the point of hip,
Yes.
the back side of it. 'Cause I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to this raking. But I'm going to rake. I'm just going to kind of rake around it
To Columbia?
to see if I can get a reaction, because there's glute muscles that attach through here,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you can take that tool.
Oh, get in there.
Get in there and twist.
That's a good thing.
It worked out great. Do you do, like, when they have to be in the stall all day, is there anything you can do when their back legs start to swell?
That's fabulous.
Not really.
I mean, getting in here with this and just
Care of a bit. They were
All that helps?
you can start down,
I was like 5 minutes, so that worked out well.
Okay.
and we're just pumping.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that. He's in the stall for 12 hours.
It's a lymphatic thing.
Yeah.
And when the horse isn't moving, most of the lymphatics aren't moving.
It's funny how some do it, some don't.
There's some supplements that are out there to help the body's natural. But if you put in lymphatic, equine lymphatic movement or supplements, they're like, I forgot, dandelion and something else that help the body naturally do that. But you can come in and
Do it manually yourself.
just manually, I'm moving and it's the big muscles that are the pump.
Okay, so it's not this.
No, this is, you can do, like if you're doing lymphatic drainage, there's a technique, but I just want to create a pump in the hip, because if you're doing this, it's moving that lymphatic, they're one-way valves in those veins, so it squeezes and pulls, squeezes and pulls.
Yeah, I don't know why it does do that. He's in for a while.
I've seen a lot of horses that do that.
Good boy.
Yeah, the other thing was, I didn't show you, I showed them, is around the point of hip.
That's what I just did.
Oh, you did it?
I just did it.
Good deal.
You should see him.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah.
And dropping the hip is great, you know, because
Oh, he was trying to groom Catherine.
And Jen got him to move his hips by pressing under his tummy and then on the hip.
okay.
I don't quite have the wingspan.
Well, like I said, if you're on the same side,
Okay, I have to go across.
you can, if you got the wingspan.
This is this one.
And if, just holding for about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do the same side. I do this way because sometimes it puts them into like torsion. They're lifting and twisting, lifting and twisting.
Oh yeah.
See how they twist?
Hard with this one leg on the ground.
But you're just doing a little bit of,
And it's
Two curry cones.
good boy.
yes, for sure.
So, where are we at?
I'll do this other hip.
You see you're on, I would try to see the bone is right there. Try to stay on this side of it. You can go both, but yeah. There you go.
Do you love that?
Everybody's gonna be like, my biceps hurt.
There you go. And those are great, that all that attachment stimulation, that all that fascia that's in there, it just softens it.
And you can just go back and
Yeah,
forth. And
yeah. And just the effect that it, yeah. And that's why I love that thing. And you don't need a lot of, but the biggest thing is but being able to feel your horse and where all those zones are. So I can basically show you what the, if we go back with this, with the tool.
I'm gonna square them up, right, so
everybody can see?
Frank can see.
Yeah.
Poor bud. They can't now.
Can't move.
Yeah, you can't move that. Yeah.
Good boy.
So they talk about hydration after massage.
Yeah.
Should you do something to encourage your horse to drink?
I mean, they have stuff they put in the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that would be helpful, or is it not really a thing?
I think it's a thing. Some horses don't drink as much as other horses do. I mean, I think you asked your vet about it, the supplements, but I think that if they could.
I meant specifically after a massage. They talk about you get a big massage.
Oh, for like a people?
Yeah, well, for people they do.
It definitely would be, because you're pushing a lot of that lymphatic fluid up into the spleen and the thymus, where all that is dumping in and it's processing. So the more hydrated you are, the less residual pain or body pain that you may have. A lot of people have a deep tissue and they don't drink anything. Next day they're like, oh God, I'm so sore.
But the horse is on the same.
Yeah, but it also can be that when you got a deep tissue, it wasn't done correctly, and you can be sore from that. But typically, if you're dehydrated, it definitely can make you body sore. Yeah.
So you should have your horses drink something.
I would say yes. That's the answer to your question. I'm trying to be, what do I say?
I sometimes have to say, I just want to see the baby, I don't want to hear about the labor pains. I love it.
I get that a lot. So, and like the work we did around the head, if they're tolerant, I can take that tool. You just use it lightly, and I'm just coming around. Just coming around here a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Put him in. You can put him in here. Okay. You have to go in jail.
Is he being naughty?
Anxious.
Just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done, so I don't have that.
So with the tool, I'm going to just basically, I'm going to follow the kind of the pathway of the muscle. Yeah. Somebody hang on to him for a second. Thanks. And I'm just going to strip down from the back of the pole and just kind of walk it down in a fan. Down to that, it's about where I'll stop. It's about right on top of that big brachial muscle right there. And pull it down into the shoulder. And then I'll do some cross fiber. And you'll find out what horse, if they're more tolerant or less tolerant to what I'm doing. So basically what we covered doing with our hands, we're just going to use the tool to come down. And you might put a little twist in here. I'm on top of that front part of that shoulder blade. Of course, the other stuff, if you're trying to get in here and kind of separate that shoulder and you're just letting your hand be the separation, you can't do it with that. And I'm just going to walk through around the shoulder blade down. Or if you want to pull through and come down. Whatever you feel like you like to do. And then maybe come straight down, follow the musculature through the shoulder. Like with Tango, he was liking. You like that? You found it, huh? Uh-huh. Good boy. I know he's a good boy. And it's right down there where it tapers down to that attachment. And if I find something like that, I'll typically just I'll maybe do some cross fiber for it. If I got some of the horse that's sort of more stuff, I'll splash some of that on there. Desensitizes it. Good boy. And this is around that point of the shoulder, like a lot of people I know mine are. But he seems to be enjoying that. And it's a little different work than with your hand, you know? And there again, I'm just using my body leverage just to kind of pull through. Down through the tricep, right through there. And with the softer tool, I mean, if they can tolerate this one, you can just use a little less pressure. And I'm going to go across. I can go back and forth. And the slower you go, I like to go a little slower because that tissue's pulling apart. It's like you're pulling dough apart, stretching it. I'm just going to pull along from the center, get up by the sternum under here, under that pocket of the shoulder. Just pull through. Good boy. You like that? And that's kind of it, you know. And I might do a little cross again. And finish off with going the length of the muscle, finishing off.
Richard, on the back, along the back, when you do that, you would show me to push up.
Okay.
Like this way?
Yep.
Does it matter?
So what I'll do is, you can go both ways. So if I start off, I'm probably going to come down from the spine, pull it back down this way, all the way down to the rib. I'm going to walk down the back, and you can walk and twist if you want to. Kind of down to that point of hip right here, and then then you can come back up against the grain. You can do both. And then you could do a, if you want to do a diagonal.
Are there any places you shouldn't go against the grain? You can think of?
Not really. I mean, I'm not going to be down in the groin and in this area. I'm going to stay up top generally. I might come down the leg. You can even use it down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The gaskins down through here. Because you never really even do a massage that's usually pretty hard. But this thing, it kind of grabs it and pulls it and kind of supples it. Is what we're looking for. And then I might come down after I've done all that and just run down the length and feel him just kind of mold himself into it. Following that pattern all the way through. And not too much pressure. I mean, I've got a fair amount of pressure, but I'm not trying to push through him. You want to feel like you're plowing through the field, but you're not digging too deep. You just got you can feel the resistance. But I like that because it follows through the whole top line movement. Like I said, there's really no wrong way. I think kind of the slower, the more methodical that you can do, the better off it's going to be. And the point of hip through here, I'm going to kind of dip and pull. And like I said, you make it whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever works for you. Like doing some of those lifts, even if you get at one side, or we have to, stimulate this, and then I have to do that separately. But this, if you want even over the shoulder, you can pull it across that shoulder blade if you want to. But typically, the lengthening and then like at the point of the shoulder, that groove that separates the two, I'm going to pull this way for that one. Good boy. And then push across for the other one. And then pull down or push up. And you can even do some of that stuff in here. I feel like you get a lot of bang for the buck with this thing. But also that sense of touch though is great, because if you come and assess your horse and come into the barn and just give him a quick run over, I might take him up here and act like I'm just going to scratch and make him feel good, and then kind of, put some pressure right below the TMJ, see how he responds. Not just go right to work, hello there, how are you? Make it feel good for a second. And he, is not responding, and then I might just take some of those here, like this brachiophalicus, might run my fingers down. See what that feels like. And like that picture with all those little yellow spots, just kind of seeing what that stuff feels like.
He's like the best.
He's having it, isn't it?
He's the best. He's going to do this for the rest of his life.
So, do you guys want to practice, or you want to have enough with this, do you think, or?
I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that.
Who he does?
I think he has to
Go potty?
I think that's what,
See if he goes potty? Then I'll show you the lids.
the lids?
And I think you also already showed them specific areas that are swollen to cut lymphatic. You talked about that as well.
Oh, yeah.
The what?
In some areas.
Do you want to turn the other way, or you care?
I think it's fine. Okay. It's fine. We good? Yeah. So I've got the jar lids, and that's what we was talking about, like that picture that had the fascial going away, and it's like these fascial tools they have, but I like the rounded corners. It's soft. So these things I'll use. And I'm just using some palm pressure coming through from the back of the wither. And this one you go kind of slow with, and you can feel it as it runs over The other thing is just, because this one can be a little evasive, it can be a little too much. That's why I didn't, But I just wanted to show you that it can definitely be a... I wasn't pushing that hard, but hey, you all right? What's up? Huh?
Smells like pickles.
Raspberry.
But a lot of times I'll use that in the butt, and I'll prop it like that, and I'll just push down. And this one you don't need a lot of pressure with. Oops. Going across, but I think you're safe with the, with the grooming tool.
That's more like a razor,
Yeah, exactly, and it's a fascial, but some of the horses that have really tight back ends or whatever, I'll bring this out and gradually work into it, and they really like it.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Hey, Richard, what about this thing? It's for shedding.
The thing with the fascial tool is, even though it's pliable, but it's that hard.
No, like use it on the edge, not the.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Did that work for us?
Yeah, it's too broad.
Okay.
It's not wrong or anything.
Yeah.
But even like if you did use a bigger lid, I think if you just stick with the rubber grooming tool, I just thought I'd include it because it was
just to show.
right. I'm sorry.
I think he's sick of standing.
Make sure the swelling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Went over that.
So if, say like you're in the stall and you got some.
Can you turn around?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he wants to turn around.
Walking forward just a little bit. I'm going to be on the back here. So like if they're on stall rest, to help with lymphatics, a lot of the pump comes from these muscles up in here, not so much down here because there's no real muscles down there. So even if you come up and you're just doing some hand compression, creating a pump.
You've already done this.
I know, buddy, I know. But essentially what you're doing is you're just creating, and you're moving this way. You're centrifugal towards the heart. If you spend a few minutes pushing the big glute muscles, I know you don't need a lot of pressure because you're just creating, because all those lymphatic vessels are wrapped all around those cells, fibers, and you're just pushing that fluid into those canals.
That's for swelling when there's no heat.
Yeah. Swelling when there's no heat. Yeah. If they're stuck in a stall, that's what I'm saying. And you can do the same thing with the shoulder. I know, buddy. I know. You're great. You can start down here at the elbow, and I'm just going to work up. Work up. Especially the leg that's having a specific problem. If there's a leg that's having a specific problem.
Watch out.
Get a matching pair. And I was going to show you the kind of the isometric.
You want to grab Navarro?
Yeah, let's grab him. Yeah.
I heard him pee. We can do that. Hey, Heather.
He may be ready to go outside.
Huh?
You need your stretching? Is it ready to go?
No.
Oh, are you stretching?
The carrot stretches.
I think we're running out of steam.
Running out of steam?
Yeah.
All right.
You
Okay.
can demonstrate it though, right?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to show you this like before you ride or getting them warmed up is this isometric contraction that I was talking about, and I'll start at the wither. And I'm just going to lean in just to where I'm unloading. Basically, he's having to push against my hand for 10 seconds. And then I'm going to slowly release. Then I'm going to push in again. Slowly release. Let him breathe in between. Come Come in again, 3 sets.
What are you doing, Doug?
And slowly release. And you can walk up along, if you can grab enough with her to do that. And then on the other side, push against the other side, do the same thing. I can pull this way, but it's easier for me to go to the other side to do that. But essentially do that to both sides. And then on the hips, you take the point of hip and I'm just kind of putting some tension backwards. Same thing. Release. A lot of times they'll drop that hip and that leg.
Just thinking about it.
Kind of release. Doing that. Release, then I'll come the forward side. And as he's pushing against me, kind of just holding his position, release that.
3 reps on each thing.
3 reps on each side, forward and back. And then I'll finish on the other side. And then you can do the, like you were talking about the tail pull. Essentially, you don't need a lot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold this. You can hold this 30 seconds, a minute if you want to. He's pulling against you.
Okay.
It's like the longer you hold, the harder he's pulling against me, if they like it. And I'll slowly release that. And I just give him enough tension to know I'm going to be here, and then he adds his own pressure where he wants it to be.
So if he likes it, he's pulling against you?
Yeah, and if he likes it, he's adding his own pressure to it. And then there's another one you can just basically lean back and put the back in tension. Just enough where you're putting counter, and he'll pull forward a little bit against you and you're holding that. Sometimes you'll feel a facet like pop, pop. And he's really pulling against me. He likes that.
He actually was lengthening his neck.
Is he lengthening his neck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's pulling into me. Because a lot of times they don't have the ability to stretch themselves. And it's like if I go to do a leg stretch, sometimes they'll all of a sudden do that downward dog thing on you, because they can't.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. So, and then do you want me to? I mean, do you want to do the carrot stretches that I like to do?
Yeah, I do them too. Yeah. I'd like
Okay.
to see how you do it. Yeah. See what you do. You have some sugar?
I just need it.
Right there.
Oh, there's an old dead carrot. Oh, up on that. I've got some treats. I've got sugar.
Here, there are carrots in here.
Okay.
Do you want one?
Sure.
I forgot.
He's like, I want one. Try to,
I forgot. Carrots and chalk.
try to
Wired.
try to have like a less treat motivated horse. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing sometimes, if you walk in, being the owner, because I usually don't bring treats, so they know they're generally not going to get anything from me. But you show up and go, oh, look who's here.
Like he gets a sugar at certain times that I give him sugar, but
Oh, boy.
okay. Oh. Like, yeah, I heard the word carrot. I heard it. Do you need a sugar for your work? Oh, look, Lynn's got some stuff for you.
Okay.
Pick your poison.
Thank you. And typically, I'm gonna hold it like this. And if I'm gonna get him to, the one that the Dr. Clayton, that stretching book, one of the ones she likes to do that I do is stand at the shoulder. And I want to get him to wrap around me. Even though he's got his head kind of tilted. And if I'm gonna bring him down to about my belt line and let him try to grab at that you got it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. If I can hold that for 5 seconds. All right, take a bite. Okay. All right. And then we can do this, see where he wants to go back here? Well, that's good. There we go, good boy. Let's do the other side.
Between the legs?
Yeah. Because the lower they go with their head, they're actually lifting their back end as well. Those obliques and everything are working on the backside, and just sustaining that for like 5 seconds, 5, 6 seconds. We'll bite it. Good boy. He's really good. Oh, I know, too fast. You want to do this over here? What do you think? Can you do that? Come on. Make it a little stiffer, huh? You just had a massage. There you go. Good boy. Oh. Okay. You got much left?
Here, let's done more.
Thank you. Here, just take that.
Lynn's the one that
So now,
he does.
here. It's right here. Get him to tuck up here. Well, he does really good.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
He knows how to do them.
Yeah.
Teach him to bow.
And then, I know, come up here. Then I'm gonna,
Up here.
I haven't done that one.
Yeah, I'll do that one. That's good.
Yeah, that's another one book. Yeah, I know, I didn't do them all.
keep the pterodactyl from reaching for, come on up here. Come on, you can do this.
It's like a mom might do it. You can do it.
Getting that occiput really flexed up in there in the back of his neck.
That's great.
And you do this before riding or after? I thought they had to be warmed up.
He is. I mean, if you want to take your horse out and walk him around, get him warmed up a little bit, and then definitely after riding is probably the best time to do it. And let me show you real quick.
Do you do the other side too?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see the muscles.
What am I doing?
Go do that same thing on this side.
Oh. This?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
wanted to see
and
that.
when you rotate the head.
Oh, you did underneath his chest, it's great.
No.
For the cameras, to show the muscles.
Good boy. Good boy.
Which one do you want again, Frank?
That was it.
Okay.
He already did that.
And so like, I think I showed you like with the softer curry. Can I hand that, one of those to
Small
me?
one or the big one?
Either doesn't matter. So like after the wash stall, I'm gonna go in, like I was showing, we're kind of do the same thing with the other one, like where the saddle area is and down in the girth. In this girth, I wanna come through and I wanna come parallel to the shoulder and pull those pectorals and then I'm gonna do circles. I'm just gonna get that tissue and feel like I'm grabbing it. Of course, the horse is wet, so it's probably really gonna be traction. You can feel it. And I'm gonna walk that, I'm gonna do circles back and then change circles moving forward or back and forth, whatever suits you. But just, you know, trying to be methodical. I'm gonna buck up underneath the sternum there on this side, inside the shoulder here. And I might use some of that. I think the Sornomore would just help desensitize, gives a different feeling, and changes the scenario. And do a few rounds of this, and then come up the side, the same thing. I might, good boy, I know. I don't have any more. I'm gonna do that. Anywhere that girth gets up in there, it's tight, and I'm just gonna go back and forth, cross fiber, cross back over, and loosening that up. And then the saddle's kind of the same thing. I'm gonna come up here. And
That's right.
and I might do like a figure 8. You can change it up. It doesn't matter. As long as you're kind of going back and forth. It's like cross sanding, making sure. Just opening this area all the way across his back. A little that Sornomore or whatever liniment you have. I think it's really and then kind of up into the wither.
Yeah. He's gonna have very high expectations.
I mean, but you know, once you get going, it all can be done pretty quickly, you know, but I think these two things are pretty important. And I think the girth, you know, we want to keep that thing happy. But essentially, just trust your gut. You know, when you're working with the rubber tool, I feel like is pretty
Yeah.
foolproof.
Yeah.
And just be careful when under the girth. Make sure you're forward, so because they may want to come out. Depending if they're sore, and you're going to know what your horse is going to be like. And just around the stifle as well.
Yeah.
And around the pole, less is more. You know, you're just trying to get in that pocket if you can.
Yeah. You are a goofy horse.
Richard, where is his occiput?
Up here, the back of the skull is basically like your occiput.
So the whole band?
Right here. The back of your skull.
Right. Okay, yeah.
And his, yeah, the occiput is right. Kind of where your fingers were. It's like
Yes,
that,
okay.
right at the back of his skull. Yes, I know.
Yes.
And there's a lot of, especially horses that have flipped over in the stall, you know, on the cross ties or something like that. They can, because all those nerves are in there, you know, and that can get jacked up. And so that's why I said it's just mainly sometimes it's just desensitizing the horses that are really ear shy or head shy or whatever. Just things that make feel good to help just desensitize those areas.
Right there, that's it.
And if it's scratching, it's scratching.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, dig that.
I think it's all good, Richard. It's all good.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness, he was digging that. Save the best for last, apparently.
Apparently, it's better than a carrot.
Boy, he's really leaned into this whole thing.
Yes.
Oh,
The
no.
other side now, geez, that too.
Oh, no, really.
Wow.
Okay, I guess that's
Thanks so much.
concludes.
Thank you. Very good.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. Hope it was like fill out your evaluation things and be as brutal as you want. So, because it's only going to help me.